Okay, let's go on our last adventure. Okay. We're gonna make a beeline right to a spot that I found yesterday that I didn't have my camera for, but I found what appears to be tracks. Get away from camp quick before the niece and nephew see me, because then they're gonna be like, Uncle, I want to come with too. We're going a little ways away. Thought I heard a bear grunt. Whoop. There's the big logs. There's the other one, which means that it's right over here somewhere. Okay, where would it be? The other side over there. Yesterday when I found this, there was a fern, like, oh, a squirrel. But when I found the track, there was a fern, a fresh green fern, that was pressed down into the track as if it had just been stepped on. And I pulled the fern out because I shouldn't have done that. I should have left it to where you guys could see it and stuff, but I ain't perfect in everything I do. Okay, maybe it's a little further than I thought. Yeah, there's that little watering hole, so it means it's right over here then. Yeah. I have not been feeling good these last 2 days. Like, at all. Last night I had to rush to bed because I started puking for no reason. Getting head spins for no reason. Not drinking or anything, so it didn't make any sense to me or my wife. So we retired for the evening earlier than the rest. So over there then. Okay, let's go up and around all this. Alright, before I continue, we can see step, step, step. Like there's something has been walking down this trail right to where those tracks are. You're gonna see some of my footprints too, because yesterday I was all over this little muddy hillside right here. So you can see my footprint, my footprint, my footprint. Now, that post right there is where I marked it. And right here, this fern right here was stamped into this right here. Now, I see the remnants of what used to be toes before something else stepped right next to it right here. But we have heel that comes out all the way up to toes on a much bigger scale. So holding it like this, toes would be up here, heel print down here. So that's about 18 inches or so, my best guess. And then we have this step that's right next to it too. But all of this was completely covered in all these ferns that were stamped into the mud yesterday when I found them. And it is very difficult in figuring out what is what in this mud, because the second you step in it and then pull your foot back up and everything, well, at least not mine. I'm light enough I can glide right over it, but they are not. So therefore, it kind of closes it in such a way that makes it look weird, I guess. But even the roundness of where the metatarsal break would be right there, or mid-tarsal, and that must not have felt very good stepping on right there. But very interesting. I don't have any of my casting gear with me though, so that makes it a little difficult. Alright, my stomach is killing me. I just wanted to bring the phone out here and record. And then also this stick right here, I didn't touch this stick yesterday. This is what brought my attention, because it's just stabbed into the mud out here. And the tracks left behind are not exactly ideal for telling me anything about it, you know. So. What I will say, ooh, we got fresh tracks in the mud right here too. It looks like maybe a deer or something came walking through. I don't know. Let's go check that spot really quick before I head out of here. Oh, right. I threw that branch from over there yesterday because it was just laying in the middle of everything. It's kind of like a depression right there, but nothing definitive. Alright. I feel sick. Oh, I feel sick. Oh man, I feel sick. I got one more spot to check out before I get back to camp. Because yesterday I decided to bring a chicken egg out and place it up on stump up off the ground and stuff, and see about if they took it overnight. So we're gonna go and check that out now. I honestly don't know if I'm sick because of something that I ate. Maybe it's because I left my enzymes behind. I don't know, but I'm feeling like really hot and feverish and kind of dizzy all of a sudden. And I know this has been noted several times before, but last night it was so intense that I was vomiting as if I felt like I was drunk, which was the wild part because I quit drinking over 8 years ago. And so the world spins just all of a sudden just really slammed me. And ever since then, I'm just kind of feeling very uneasy. So I don't know if maybe that's one of those things they do to where it's like they're trying to let me know they don't want me here or something. I don't know, but it definitely knocks you down to your knees. It's not something that is a simple cold or something like that. Like, it really, really puts you down. So, okay, I see the bridge log. I think that's the bridge log. Oh no, that is the bridge log right there. So it's gonna be down here at the bottom. This is seriously such a cool camping site though. Got some dude named Bobby coming out here and setting them all up and writing prayers all over and saying he found his salvation out here doing this. So I'm like, that is cool, dude. That's really cool. Because not only is he out here working on himself, he's out here setting up places that other people can come out and work on themselves too. Because that's what camping is all about. Getting away from the world and letting the world do what it's gonna do. And you say, never mind you, I'm just gonna come out and just be a part of something, you know. Doesn't look like they took the egg. In fact, it looks, I would not eat that now, so I don't think I'd let them eat that either. I don't want them getting sick. So alrighty, where can we put it? Rather let the squirrels get, whoa. Let's put that down in there. There's something walking around up in there. I don't know. Could be a squirrel too, you guys. I think the coolest find out here was definitely the dinner table right there, where they got that deer carcass. They saved one of the bones that show all the teeth marks on it and stuff. Now it demonstrates both front and canine teeth. So that was very exciting. The tracks were very exciting. The structures I've come across out here were very exciting. Even the bushcraft of other people and what they've been doing out here is fun to come out and see too and everything, because it's like this place really put me to the test on seeing what is what around here, right? And so coming to places like this, ooh, I can smell breakfast, I smell pancakes, I smell eggs, I smell sausage. But coming out and seeing, you know, piles like this right next to places like this teepee structure right here, you know, it's obvious that people did this, but it's still really cool to come out and just see it anyway. And then I don't know what we found over here, but I'm about ready to bring you to it. All right, so there's this little offshoot trail that hooks you back up to these two stumps, right? Okay. Okay, what's the significance about this? Well, we were checking out these stumps to see if we can bring them back to camp to chop them up. And then we found that wood ash thing. And then you flip this over and look at, now you can say all day that, oh yeah, that right there is a latrine or something like that. I don't see any toilet paper. Toilet paper would be in there. We poked around with it. There's writing on the bottom of the stump, but we can't make it out. We thought maybe it could be like a geocache or something, but we didn't find anything in the coffee can either, so. But don't know what that was about. All right. Oh, yesterday I played a new game of hide and seek with the kids too. So it's just, game's called Find Bigfoot. So you let one person take off for like 5 minutes, and then they find their hiding spot and they give out a couple of whoops, and then send out the rest of the kids to go find them. And they got pretty close yesterday, but they couldn't find me, so even though I was whistling at them the whole time. That was a pretty fun game. So a very fun time out here, seeing all the cool stuff, you know. All right. That's a wrap for camping though. And we only got 2 days out of it, but that's all right. God bless. Stay squatchy.